Hey, what's up YouTube? Alright, got some news for y'all. I'm going to try a different format here. We'll see if this works any easier for me and for you guys. So let's get right into it. First off, we got the Turkish Prime Minister getting ready to formally tell Bashar Assad of Syria to step down. So that's sort of a big deal. Even though basically Obama said it and everybody else has already said it, the fact that Turkey's going to come out and say it is a pretty big development. Also, if y'all have been following me, I had predicted that I was expecting to see something happen as far as Western intervention in Syria by now, and basically I'm surprised that it hasn't. Like I said, it's really hard to call this stuff. We're on the 13th today. I still wouldn't be surprised if something pops off this week. But basically, after this week, then, I don't know. The timing is completely up in the air. But I'm still following the train of thought that there will be some sort of big intervention in Syria. They're not going to let Syria just continue along the way that it's going. Here we go next. Another article from the Turkish Prime Minister. Basically, he is pushing for Palestinian statehood. Now, if you've been following this one, Palestine is going to the UN in, I guess next week. And they're trying to get their Palestine recognized as a UN state and get membership to the UN. Obama has already come out and said right off the bat, as a member of the Security Council, he's going to veto it, which is going to squash it. But the Palestine would still be able to go in and try and get like a different type of recognition, so they're not completely out of it. But this is all just kind of the typical politics stuff. It's interesting that all these other groups, all these other countries like Turkey, they want them to do it. Russia has come out. The UN Russian guy, Chekhov or something, I forgot his name. He basically said that Russia is going to back whatever proposal Palestine puts on the table. So that's pretty interesting. And, we're going to see what comes up with that. Jump over to this one. This is an interesting one. F-Town sent me this one. Turkey F-16s can now hit Israeli targets. And what's interesting about this one is, of course, the F-16s are U.S. Planes that we sold Turkey. And it's cool because we sold them these planes, and the weapon systems automatically recognize Israeli, I guess the transponders, whatever, as a friendly unit, and it won't fire on them. Even if the pilots try to manual override, it just won't do it. So how cool and interesting is that, to supply weapons that we choose what you can shoot at. I thought that was really, really interesting. Next up, in case you missed it, yesterday the Iranian Bashir power plant went operational. Of course, all these links will be in the description box if you want to check out any article, any specific article. And this is just an interesting article of, I guess this is senior Iranian lawmaker guy, just kind of bragging about how they got their power plant up and running and it's on the grid, and they did it, amidst all the sanctions and basically blah blah blah. Iranians are badass, the West sucks. Okay, but it's an interesting article. And let's see, last I want to bring to you guys, just to put things in perspective of how completely retarded the mainstream media is, as if you didn't know, but let's hit on it anyway, and in turn how completely retarded 90% of people really are, just totally asleep. Here's an article amidst all this crazy important stuff that's going on. CBS News: Iran TV bans shirtless men and love triangles. So on top of everything that's going on, mainstream media is talking about how Iran won't let men on TV without their shirts, and it won't allow risque kind of love themes in their programming. I mean, come on, really? Get real. Anyways, I know I rambled a little bit. Let me know what you think about this, if this works for y'all. I'm not really sure if it works for me, but what the hell. That's it. Actually,